Dude, this is the show where Fasoli was like, the love of my life is sleeping behind me right now.
Yeah. Yeah.
Unfortunately, mine's just a door, but
Yeah.
I'm sorry I won't have a line like that. I would. What a beautiful thing, man.
He got
Yeah.
sentimental on us. Yeah.
What's up, everyone? Welcome to Barstool Breakdown. Today is Monday, March 4th, and we got a great show for you today. But before I get into that, I just want to say thank you to each and every one of you guys that watched last week. If you liked, commented, subscribed, just watched in general, we appreciate all of you. If you haven't subscribed yet, please subscribe below. Comment who you want to see your next interview, because we got the best one yet, in my opinion. It's Nikki Clicky this week. So without further ado, let's get it.
Get sturdy as fuck. This is it.
I should be over all the butterflies, but I'm into you. And baby, even on the worst nights, I'm into you.
All right, we are here with my white whale. You can see him daily. Did I just freeze?
No, you're good, Frankie. Now here we go.
My whole screen just went black. This
Oh no, he's
second I
literally
started
gonna...
talking. I'm not even kidding, dude.
Yeah,
It's
yeah,
just
wait,
like,
yeah,
this
you just
can't
got a
be-
little choppy.
Hold on, you might have to do it again. Damn it. No way. Is this gonna happen again?
Listen, if worse comes to worse, I don't have anything tomorrow night either.
Okay.
Worst comes to worst because he's frozen. I love.
Right.
First of all, I've never been called a white whale before, so that's really nice. But this is hilarious that he went out as soon as that happened. This is so awesome.
What's up, Frankie?
Frankie.
The internet just went away.
It's gonna be another great fucking intro.
If this
Yeah.
happens again, dude, I'm done.
Based off the walls, like, are you in some sort of cave in the Middle East, like with the fucking the curtains and everything? Is that why your Wi-Fi is bad?
Let me just hit a quick Jeff D-Low here for you.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's got the stupid thing. There
Oh. So wait. That's a green screen effect, and you still don't have frames for the pictures.
No, well,
you could have put those in some ornate ass frames.
When I first,
Come on, have a little self-respect, man. You couldn't even get a PNG of a frame. The possibilities are endless with Photoshop, and you went with computer paper.
it's pretty good.
well, hold on, because this is not even Photoshop. This is how bad this is. This is my background, like at my house. Normally, it's like it's like a little, I don't know.
No, I've seen it, but
I just have little things just taped up on.
Yeah,
but I'm saying that's what this was, just tape on here, and then it started falling apart. So then I had to change it. So then I just cropped myself out, which you'll see when I move right here. And there's just circles and random colors.
Yeah.
Oh, dude,
that's me editing so that I can be in here.
This is the Barstool Breakdown difference. This is the Barstool Breakdown difference. It's how we do it here.
Yeah, I mean, you of course I was shocked that when I realized that was a green screen, just because it could be anything, man.
Well, that's what he started out with.
It was going to be me with Brandon Walker and Mush on Walk the Line, and then I was like, I'll just keep it what I had it as for the first 6 episodes, and this was it, man. That's it. That's all I got.
Hell yes. Is that the Maresh Raptors? Is that the Maresh Raptors I see? Is that a Maresh Raptors? Hell yeah. Oh, I have an eye for the Maresh. My God, dude. Dude,
great.
I love that. I just kind of
was gonna wear it. I was gonna wear it backwards, but I'm not a '90s rapper, so I figured I'll wear it the right way.
Unfortunately.
What were you gonna say, Nick?
No, I what a weird world Maresh is in, dude. He's just like he works for a tech startup, and now just dudes are wearing his jersey. And that's exactly what I want. Yeah. That's what I want. I will never retweet a GoFundMe, but if I can get some dudes in Maresh jerseys, I'm all for it. That's what I'll use my platform for.
Yeah, you care about the shit that matters. That makes sense.
Yeah, man.
Yep, pumpkins and Maresh jerseys.
Listen, man, a lot of people squander their platform they're given. Not a dude like me.
Frankie, how do you want to pick it up? I mean, we're rolling. He's noticed the Maresh already. Do we just spark in another intro or no? I mean,
I know it's
a man who needs no introduction. Frankie was getting into it. I mean, Frankie said it's his white whale, which humbled Nick a little bit there.
Yeah, that really did.
I mean, funniest guy at Barstool coming up on his year anniversary
tomorrow.
Yeah, tomorrow it is. Oh
no!
Dude, I feel so bad for Frankie because, we're huge fans, Nick. And Frankie wasn't lying when he said white whale.
Listen,
he used to read the news in Stooley Wednesday that he did about Barstool, shit.
Oh yeah, no, I've seen the program a lot more than you'd think.
It's Nick Turani, everybody.
Thank you for having me, guys. Ladies and gentlemen,
we got him.
Thank you. It's an honor to be called a white whale. Like I said, I just want to beat Brandon Walker's previous numbers. So that's what we're going to do.
I like those goals. We're setting goals here, and that's a great one to start with because you can't be second to Brandon Walker.
I never have been, so I don't see why I should start.
Exactly. So I want to. I usually
that's what they're calling them.
That's right. Brandon actually doesn't make much money either. Let's put that out there. That's fact. Mm-hmm. He doesn't. He talks about it a lot. Does not make a lot.
Yeah, he told us he signed for the bottom floor of Barstool, and he didn't say anything about a raise, so that makes sense.
Yeah. That's true.
It's like Fasoli and Brandon, right there, right?
They're in the same tax bracket.
Yeah, that's what I figured.
But Brandon has 18 kids to support, so
yeah. But I mean, that's what
his wife needs a lot of support, brassiere-wise as well.
Yeah, but that's why Nicky Clicky's there. I mean, you're not just supporting Brandon's wife and kids. You're also supporting his mom. Like when Saban stepped down. There's a video of Brandon calling and rubbing it in her face. And then right above that, with probably more likes and views, was you calling to console her.
She's my girl. I've been playing the long game. I'll break this here. At the last Barstool Live show that was last Wednesday, Brandon hosted, and we do a Q&A at the end. And they were like, Nick, can you call Brandon's mom? I called. I picked up. She picked up really quick, said she loved me. And then Brandon called, and she picked up, and he said, fuck you. And she got very embarrassed. And so Brandon doesn't know this. She offered me the Masters tickets that she usually gives him.
No fucking way.
And I'll break it here. I was going to wait to break it when the time came, but fuck it. Yeah. Her last text was like, Brandon doesn't know that I'm willing to give you the Masters tickets. So I'm going to go to the Masters with Brandon's mom.
Oh, no fucking way.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Dude, that's gonna crush him. That's gonna
he's gonna be destroyed.
Incredible. Yeah. Oh, wow. I mean, that's not that. Congrats.
Not a bit. I can send you guys a screenshot of the text. Yeah, I'm really excited to go. It's an exclusive event. I hope to God Brandon can get tickets. I love hanging out with him, but if not, we'll whatever.
Well, you're one of the biggest golf guys I know too. You've been. Oh my God, no way, dude. This is crazy. Frank is so sad.
No. This is gonna be fun. This makes it funny. Yeah, he's gonna Photoshop a punched hole in that wall.
That's this.
Well, yeah, that's it. Yeah, that's what it is. Dude, next time, you come back into the scene, you might just be hanging from the fucking. We're gonna see your fucking ankles.
It's gonna be the end. It's Bradley Cooper at the end of Stars Born.
I haven't seen it, dude.
Oh well, what the fuck, Nick?
Damn it! God damn it!
What hand up? That's on me. But
this is a bad decision.
This is part of this, by the way. I'm just gonna start leaving at some point.
I think this is a social experiment.
Yeah.
I think. Yeah.
Also, I was gonna say it was a bit. I was gonna say, how about I got Brandon with this bit? No, it's not.
No, I'm a patient man too, so it doesn't matter. You're gonna break before me, dude.
Yeah, it's gonna make editing this a lot of fucking fun.
Yeah, send it off to Mook. We'll have Mook do it.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. He owes us an appearance down here still. He was.
Committed. Oh, he's got to do it.
He was committed. When was that game night in New York when you guys were having the last one there? That's.
Yeah.
I was in the chat for that one.
Dude, Mook is so fucking busy because he's doing the stand up, obviously.
Right.
And he'll say yes to every gig, and he's like, "Hey, man. If you want to go work on some of your material, I'm doing a stand-up show at a fucking Radio Shack." And I'm like, "Nah, I'm solid, dude." And he's like, "Are you sure, man? It's $15 and fruit punch." I'm just like, I'm solid, dude. But Mook grinds like that.
I respect that. That's awesome. I have no issues with him not coming on. I did message him because he went dry on messaging. So I said I'm gonna challenge you to rough and rowdy like I did Nick previously.
Oh yeah, dude. Yeah, that got me in my own head because there's not a fight in the world I could ever win. And so
No, I was just making a dumb joke because
No. It just caught me off guard. I was just like, yeah, I guess I'll embarrass myself in front of all my coworkers. I could never do that. I would never do it.
Really?
No, unless it was like against a baby or something. I don't fuck like I need a guaranteed win.
Yeah, like a couple 5-year-olds.
Maybe two.
Okay. Yeah, no, the people who do that, I love Rough and Rowdy. I think it's a lot of people get into Barstool from it. So you do the sidelines for it though, don't you?
I did. Oh, fuck you. I did it once. It was like the worst thing ever. You piece of shit. We did it once, and so like the idea was, so the idea was we were going to have them mud wrestle at the end, but instead of mud, it was going to be the DVDs of the movie Mud with Matthew McConaughey. Okay. And right before it started, they were like, "Hey, we couldn't get the mini pool and we couldn't get the DVDs." And I was like, "Oh." That's both of the things we needed. And they were like, "Can you just kind of try to like do something with them?" And I forget, it was like I don't know who it was. They're like, "Let's just have them, you guys judge like a dance off." And we're like, okay, that's fine, whatever. Like they just want to, the viewers probably just want to see shaking breasts and butt cheeks. So we asked them like, "Hey, we're going to do a dance off to determine the winner." And the ring girls were just like, "No, we don't want to do that." I'm like, "Oh, okay, so let's just stand here." It was a catastrophe, and we won't be back.
Well, damn it. Roan's pretty good though.
Roan's damn good. Roan's damn good.
Does pretty well. But
those boys know what they're doing.
Yeah, maybe redemption arc. Redemption stories were built from moments like that, and I think you had a little bit of redemption while we're on the topic of Rough and Rowdy when your dad was there, and everyone confirmed that he's not gay.
No, not at all. They had that in the lower third, the bottom right said straight, and that's all the proof you need. But like,
exactly.
I don't know why my dad was so red. If you see a screen cap of that, it's like the reddest dad in the world.
Was he like just embarrassed to be on camera? Is he not a camera?
No, he's fine with that. He was just I don't know. My dad was fucking burgundy. Yeah.
Maybe it's like that. You've seen people get like Asian glow and stuff.
Yeah, from drinking. Maybe that was it. I don't know. But like
maybe that.
Yeah, I don't know. We'll see. I think we lost Frankie again.
He's mad. Shit.
Hey, welcome back. Wait, did you change spots or is that just the maybe? Yeah,
oh, damn it.
He has the background off.
Yeah, maybe troubleshooting. Maybe the background.
There's another one of me too. What the hell's going on?
Yeah, I don't know what that is. But yeah, troubleshoot.
Oh,
Let's
man.
just
now it
leave
says,
out
now
the,
it says your
background.
web browser doesn't support virtual backgrounds.
Maybe it was it the whole time.
Okay.
Oh my god, if that was the problem, that would be epic.
You sound crystal clear and you're moving smooth right now.
Yeah, absolutely. This is the best you've looked in episodes, Frankie. Fuck, you've been pixelated as hell. This is amazing. All right, well, anyways.
All right.
Yeah.
That's a filter.
Yeah, Frankie, I don't know.
That was by far one of my favorite parts of the trip in Vegas when I was like, KB, I'm like, put on Prince. I gave him like, Dap, what's up? And he just looks at me and he just looks at my arm and he goes,
That's, you know what?
Like, that was perfect. Thank you so much for that.
Kyle is like, it's like a horseshoe curve of like gay to straight. And if you become too straight and too obsessed with the gym, you kind of become gay again. Because now he just checks out guys.
Yeah, no, I get that. I've been through my phases of going like to the gym and to where you're so committed that like you're like, damn, that guy's like, damn, how'd he get so cut? And then you have to ask him about it. You'd be like, what are you doing? And yeah, and then you get lunch, and then a couple other.
One thing leads to another.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And then just a couple dudes hanging out listening to Anus at the end of
that's what. Yeah. Oh, that sounds like a nightmare.
Yeah, they're telling each other. God, I love Anus, don't you?
Yeah, that's what they bond over, man. That's what they bond over.
Yeah.
I want our merch to be like big in the gay community. I guess like we should probably try to like lean into the name.
True. It could be like maybe some different colors or a rainbow here and there.
Yeah, every color.
Yeah, every color.
Maybe don't do the not gay shirt.
So the plan was to like have also one that says not straight as well, and we were going to have both in the store.
That's right. Yeah.
And the prototype we had was just not gay, and it was like seconds away from being up on the store, and it got pulled down.
That's crazy. You
Yeah.
guys in your battle with the merch team and having her on the show. So is she stayed in New York, right?
Pilar is in New York, yeah, and she was actually in Chicago last week, and we were going to have her on, but she said she got too much backlash for taking the "not gay" off the store. The boys got and I felt really, really bad. I felt really, really bad.
Jeez, I mean those people in the anus Discord, they get a little crazy.
I have the one not gay prototype. I can if you guys DM me your address, I'll send you the one not gay prototype.
Okay, all right.
Yeah.
I mean,
Oh my God,
Frankie's the
love
white
that.
whale.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, speaking of so those merch episodes are awesome because you get to see how creative you and Kyle are. I don't want to like we're kind of scattered because Frankie's been in and out, and but
I'm here to stay, bro.
I usually start with, what got you into Barstool, but I kind of want to start with because I feel like it goes before that. You and KB have known each other for a long time. I think a lot of people know that. So how's that? Like, have you guys always just been boys like that? When did that pick up?
Not at all, man. So we knew of each other for a long time. We're both from Bethlehem, West Virginia, which isn't even a fucking city. We just got our first restaurant like 2 years ago. It's like outside of Wheeling, so like it's like touching Wheeling. So you go into the city of Wheeling to eat. But I knew of him. He was a year younger than me. We both went to St. Vincent de Paul school, so tiny little Catholic school. But I didn't get his number until I got the job at Barstool.
No shit.
Like he DM'd
You're
me.
a year older, right?
I'm 1 year older. We went to separate colleges, and he was so focused on wrestling in high school, and I was so focused on like sex with women. And so we never really hung out at all. I met him. I like re-met him in college. This mutual friend was throwing a world's largest Connect Four tournament, and they were trying to have the most people in this Connect Four tournament in the world. We didn't get it. There was like 40 people there, which is not nearly close enough. But Kyle was one of them, and I was one of them. And we played each other. We were across the board from one another. And I was like, hey man, like, you're funny on Twitter. And Kyle looked at me dead in the eyes. He was like, you are too. And I didn't have a fucking Twitter at the time. So he was just lying to me. I just saw like
so KB was always KB.
Yeah. I just like saw his tweets like sent in group chats, and like he was big on Twitter. And then I decided to make a Twitter to follow him and to follow stuff. And then he followed me back on Twitter and then just DM'd me to help him make graphics for blogs. Because he knew I was a graphic designer, and that's how our relationship started. Our adult relationship. That sounds like sex, but like not sex. Our adult relationship started that way of just like, hey, can you do this for a blog? And then
it all essentially led to the anus podcast.
Yeah, I started to go viral on Twitter for a little bit, like just from photoshopping stuff. I didn't tweet very often, but I did go viral a decent amount when I was living in Columbus. And then the first blog I ever helped write was the best tailgate foods in every state by Kyle. And he was just like, hey man, I gotta get this out. I don't have enough jokes for some of the states. Do you want to write for some jokes? And after that, I sent him some jokes. He said, would you ever want to work at Barstool? And I said, for sure, but I just want to do graphics. I never want to be on camera. And he said, okay, bet. And so then Dave followed me like the next day, and then Gaz followed me. And then 6 months passed, nothing. And
really?
Yeah, but then I continued to grow on Twitter. And then I had one tweet that I think got 1 million likes or close to 1 million likes. And that's when Gaz reached out to me. And I interviewed with Quigs in the graphics department and Gaz to be a graphic designer. And I got the job as that. And then I got Kyle's phone number. Like I was just like, hey man, I think I got the job. Do you want to go grab a beer? And he said, yeah, I have to finish something up. And we met at a beer in New York City and had a beer in New York City. And that's when I got his number.
That's such a fucking crazy pass. So were you a Barstool fan like outside of that before, like, getting the, hey, you want to work at Barstool?
Casual part of my take.
Yeah.
I followed Dave Big Cat PFT. And then my first like real intro to Barstool was the Vibs Sports Science series. And I was just like, oh, I like this. Yeah, this is like pretty funny. But like other than that, like I didn't know too much until I started working with Kyle, and then I got obsessed with Barstool, like all the blogs, like I think right when I got into it is like right before Francis got fired. And so that was a good time to be a Barstool fan. And that was like a good time to like really get hooked. Cause like you learn, cause like a lot of people just think Barstool's an Instagram page or just a blog or it's a reality show for dudes, right?
Yeah,
like
absolutely.
it's like Real Housewives for dudes. Like the drama is what got me hooked. And now
Same.
now I consume, it's weird, but like I consume more than ever now. But it's
Really?
always it's weird now because it's my coworkers.
Yeah. Yeah, no, that makes that. I think that's pretty cool though to have a job to where you're still a fan, like even though you're in there producing it. I mean, especially a guy like yourself. Sorry, Frankie, go ahead. I cut you off there.
No, it's good. I was just gonna say, I actually like that's how I got into Barstool. Was like I watched the pizza reviews and whatever I watched. I got clips from my friends of PMT and stuff, but I started watching Stool Scenes from episode 1.
Wow.
And it was just a drama. It was just a drama show. That's because I wasn't a big Barstool guy. Like I didn't start watching episode 1. I'm saying like in 2020 when it was COVID, I actually got COVID. I was in the hospital for 8 days and I had nothing to do. Started episode 1 of Stool Scenes, watched all the way through, and I was like commenting on Nate's blog saying, "Hey, why don't you blog about Alexis Wren tool?" Meanwhile, that was like 2 years ago that him and Smitty were bitching about that. I was just watching it on YouTube from like 2 years prior.
Just catching up.
Yeah, so it was just I was like, this is awesome. This place is awesome. And then that was it, man. Stool Scenes really is the thing that like sent it off and got me into the yak and all that. And that was just from there on.
So if somebody, question for you guys then, because you guys are big Barstool guys as well. I started during like the Francis firing. Like I feel like that would be a good time to get hooked. Like what would you recommend if somebody had to pick up, if somebody didn't have 8 days in the hospital to start from episode 1? What do you think what era would you recommend starting?
Well, my story is kind of similar to yours. I was like, I was all PMT. I was in the Navy in 2019 is when I got out. I don't know. When I was in the Navy, I started listening to PMT like maybe a year after it came out. So like 7 years now that I've been listening to it. I didn't really jump into all the other Barstool stuff until I moved to Missouri. Like it was a year and a half ago. I lived in Missouri for a year. But I was driving so much. I was like, shit, I can listen to more stuff. And I was so tired of this, the Stephen A's, the Max Kellermans, all that shit. And I was like, I need more like stuff that's around that. Let me see what else part of my take. Like what else does Barstool have? And then I got into the yak. I haven't missed an episode since, and like all that shit.
Wow.
We did this. We did this trip to, so yeah, the yak, Anus. I was so in depth at one point when we first started the show. I was listening to everything that Chicago did, like, and I love the drafts and like Eddie and that whole crew. Yeah, fucking awesome guys too. But if I were to recommend something, I think the yak is like the easiest thing to get along to.
The yak is weird because you could tune in. There's so many inside jokes that like everybody likes being on the inside of an inside joke. It makes you feel good, right? But like there might be like you could tune into a specific episode and be like, what the fuck is this? I don't get anything they're talking about.
No, that makes sense. I think you guys do a good job of explaining that too. Like Big Cat would even say, this is one of those days like someone's tuning in, like, what the fuck is this? Like,
it's been most of them recently.
Yeah, but then you do shit like the pro day. The pro day was, I mean, no matter who you are, you turn that shit on, you're hooked. That was an all-time episode.
Dude, I forgot I was on air. I think I just laughed for 3 hours. Like I didn't have a job to do at that point. I was just like laughing at these two specimens, man.
Yeah, fucking.
I had to stop watching it at one point. I was putting my son to sleep, and like I usually listen to a pod while I'm doing that real quick, whatever. And I just I was catching up on the yak, and I was like, I just want to finish this because it's so funny. So I'm sitting there watching it. I was laughing so hard. He kept saying, "Daddy, why are you laughing?" And I was like, but I was like trying to hold it in. It's just when he put the pan on fire with just the brick of cheese, and I was just like, I could not like hold it in. I was just wheezing.
Could have sworn the guy had a grilled cheese before. It's insane.
Unbelievable. He said he has, but
I just thought the cheese, like literally grilled the cheese. Like
I thought in the moment he caught the literal pan on fire to the metal. I'm like, that's like a cartoon, dude. Like that's like something you see in Looney Tunes. Like the pan catches on fire. Yeah. Like, and like I think Mince was made in the Acme Corporation. I think Mince is from wherever the Looney Tunes are, man.
Yeah,
like
the one that got away.
I could see him just getting crushed by a piano.
And then getting up like, I'm all right, fellas.
His body type too. He's drawn
Well-
like a cartoon character, just no
Oh,
ass, just nothing on the bottom half. He's just skinny and just, it's like,
dude, he's so funny, man. He's like, there is no character there. And then like afterwards, he had the black eye. He was sweaty and soaked, and he was just like, "Hey, you want to go to this concert? There's this bluegrass band," and he was getting ready to just go to a concert right after, like just another day at the office. Like
that's what makes him great.
God,
Even when he's
nuts.
losing, he comes out on top. No one else in the business can do it like that. Even when
No.
in his lowest moments is when he shines the brightest. It's fucking incredible.
3.5 hours of Gitmo level torture, and he acted like he was an accountant. He was like, "I got to get out of here and cut loose."
The quad must have been feeling fine. He said he didn't have to dance too much.
Must have been.
yeah.
Dude,
God. Speaking of that, though, you mentioned that you were, on air and whatever. So like you get called out to do like announcing on like, it seems like almost everything. And obviously you do it because you're freaking hilarious, but like, do you enjoy that? Or is that kind of like stressful because you got to like think of shit to say? I feel like you're just right on it, but.
I write a decent amount of material, and it takes up like that's why it's like sometimes I don't do the news anymore, right? Because like there's a lot of other stuff that I pre-write for. I have a lot of I learned this from Kyle. His notes app is like the length of the fucking Goblet of Fire. Like that's the that's the only big book I can think of. But it's just like references, and just like if somebody says this, then like that's something like so. There's a lot of that. There's a lot of like pre-written stuff, but like in the moment, you kind of got to like bend like what you're going to say. But I like doing it. I would have embarrassed myself at the combine. Like I felt bad making fun of Clemmer and Smokes that couldn't bench because I also probably couldn't do it. But I guess we'll never know. But I'm fine being. I don't know if it's being pigeonholed because I think it's a compliment to like do that kind of stuff, and there's more in the pipeline to do. And I love doing it with like Jake Marsh or like a straight man. Not
dude,
Jake Marsh or a straight man.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Because it just
part of my question was like, oh, sorry. I was going to say, do you like doing it with him more than other people? Because it's kind of funny because people are always in the chat like Clicky over Marsh, Jake sucks, whatever. I'm like, dude, he's doing what he needs to do. Clicky's just the funny guy. That's the point, Like
he makes my job so much easier. Like I'm so thankful for him because if it was like two guys like me, just like waiting to say jokes, it would be so much dead air. And then like the way he plays off of it, trying to get him to break is like my life's goal. Like I initially like I want to make Dave Portnoy laugh one day, but I realized that's a fucking pipe dream. But making Jake laugh is like the second best rush because he's like so professional, dude. Like he is trained from Syracuse, which is like the best broadcasting school. And then I'm just going to go and say like, I'm going to like say fart or something and try to make him like, I like to think that he wasn't prepped or trained for somebody like me, which makes it so fun.
He's the ultimate professional. That's the job he wants to do. Shout out him. He was calling golf today, like shit like that. Like, and he shows that he embraces being like the nerdy announcer guy to the full effect. And that's how they use him on PMT for Nerd Nugget and all that. But yeah, you two play really well off of each other, like you said, because he's more serious. He's there for business. He shows up for a business meeting, and you're just trying to get him to like take a step back a little bit. But
yeah, I just get to
work really well together.
He's such a good sport. I get to fuck with him, and like we started with like stool streams, like where we were commentating Jenga, but then it really like the really long live mini golf that we did in Arizona. After that production, I was like, dude, thank you so much. You made that so easy for me.
He's a fucking monster at it. I think he gets a little too much slack in the comments, like Frankie said. 100%. A lot of the commenters, but I think those commenters are like, "Why is Jake so serious and trying to be like all professional?" Right. It's like that's what he wants to do, man. Like,
and it's what he wants to do, and like what I do doesn't work without him at all.
Yeah, right. Like you said,
right. I was just going to say the play off each other. Like when if it's Nick and KB, they're just going to be fighting to get the funnier joke. Like you said, there's probably going to be some dead air, and that's
we're as much of a team as like me and Kyle. Like when me and Kyle are in Nance, it's the same thing.
No one else is going to professionally introduce Riggs, and then you'll be like, "Look how fucking sexy he is!" Like, that works really well together.
Riggs, Riggs.
Sorry,
no,
Riggs.
Riggs is too busy churning out 300 blogs a day to be as sexy as Riggs.
Yeah, Riggs.
This high school basketball
using
team
his
scored
pictures
126 points. Read my blog.
Yeah, dude. Kyle called him the Wilt Chamberlain of publication, which made me laugh so hard. He just so many blogs from Riggs.
He's working. He's
he's grinding.
He wasn't on the Tate list.
No.
Yeah.
No.
You mentioned how much you enjoy writing. There's another. I mean, you write for PMT on Fastest 2 Minutes. What goes into that? Is it kind of all the same thing? Just word association, thinking about what goes on in the week, and
those guys do. Like, I don't do all of it, or I don't even do every one. It's just when I'm in on Sundays. It's kind of just fun. It's like me, Big Cat, PFT. Jake will throw some in, and we just kind of like if something happens live. We try not to say it out loud on the streams, but like we'll just like add it to our notes or text it to one another. And then after the games end, the second round of games, we all just sit down and say everybody that scored a touchdown, and like everybody's just, it's a real collaborative effort. I feel like those guys have been doing it for so long. I like being the like fresh eyes in that situation. So, you know, I think PFT, Big Cat, and I all have similar kinds of humor. I might be a little bit darker at some points than them, so I think like that might have been a new thing that I got to add to that. But it's just really just hanging out with the guys, making jokes, and the best part about those two is they're so big, and like they're probably two of the biggest faces in sports media, but like they make it so easy to, if I say a joke that fucking blows or a word association, they don't like embarrass you over it. So it's like a real, I hate to say this, like safe place to like just pitch ideas and let you be, you know, maybe go too far. And then it's just it's a fun little room to be in after those games.
I mean, going too far is kind of tough to do. Big Cat spent half the season talking about Taylor Swift's box.
Listen, man, I'm afraid of that fandom. I'm stepping away.
Yeah,
that and K-pop, dude. Yeah,
that and K-pop.
That and K-pop. Dude, I'll joke about fucking Anne Frank until the cows come home, but I won't bring up fucking BTS.
I was gonna say, if there's a professional surfer that loses an arm, let's fucking joke about it. But if you want to start talking about Taylor Swift, that's crazy.
The second there's a fandom that can fight back, I'm the biggest pussy in the world.
Yeah.
Right. And it's a lot harder to fight back when you only have one arm. So
exactly. Yeah. No, she telegraphs them, dude.
Yeah, or no limbs. Like, yeah, shout out Nimrod.
Big shout out Brawley, dude. I don't think we've announced on Anus yet. We have a second quad. We have a second quad fan.
Oh, really?
I think we're gonna try to do a gathering on the first floor somewhere. We're
gonna just name him Wally. He's not allowed to have a name. It's got to be Brawley and Wally.
Wait, you're gonna do a gathering of two people? Is that what you call it?
No, I think we're gonna do a gathering of the quads. And I think I want to do it like I want to do it on like a campus quad, and I want to do a gathering. Yeah. But yeah, we have Anus has a second. I think we have the biggest quad fandom at Barstool, at least.
That's fucking huge for you guys.
Yeah, it's big.
First sponsorships start rolling in, and now you got two quads.
Yeah.
What's next? What's next?
I mean,
you guys
five,
the Saquon
five
Barkley
limbs
podcast.
Oh, big quads. Yeah. What's five? Quint?
This might actually. Yeah, it's got to be right. Quintuplet.
So yeah. So if there's somebody out there that has a third arm and can't move it as well, I would love to have a Quint fan.
What about
a quintuple?
So you haven't seen the Drake video, and you're just assuming he's not a fan.
No, I saw it, and I know he can move it, so I know he's not paralyzed.
Okay, that's what.
He can move that thing.
That's true. Oh fuck. I'm jumping around. I've already asked. Like,
sure, yeah.
Frankie.
All right, I got something here.
What's up?
I just wrote Arian Foster loves you, which is amazing, first of all. And he said that your set should be a special. So I know that you've been the I don't want to do stand-up guy, but I feel like you're starting to get a little bit more into it. Are we going to see some more of this stuff? Or
so Arian is the best. He's like super supportive, and just like usually people don't like me at first. I'm like an acquired taste, but like Arian was like one of the first dudes that just liked me immediately, and that felt really good. Um, really supportive. I'm glad he thought that. I'm sure a lot of comics. I mean, if a comic saw that, they probably wouldn't like that or wouldn't agree. And I'm still very raw, but I definitely do have the itch to do it more. I'm gonna get some more spots that just aren't Barstool shows. I'm gonna try to get some shows like maybe like just bounce around the Rust Belt. I'd love to go up to Madison. I'd love to go to Detroit. Love to go to like Cleveland, stuff like within 5-6 hours. Just get reps in.
If you came to Detroit, I'm there immediately. I'm 20 minutes out. Down
I appreciate that. Yeah, please do. Like I was with Mook and Sass in Pittsburgh. They invited me. Sass was nice enough to invite me to like do my hometown quote unquote show. And that was 5 shows in 2 days, maybe 3 days. I think 5 and 2. And it was like, instead of being monotonous that I thought it would be, it was like fun just to like tweak the lines and like try out new stuff. And as soon as the fear was gone of like people say bombing. I've seen what people call bombs. Like, you still get laughs, and I think people still have fun. Like Mook said after some of his bombs, quote unquote, people will DM him and just be like, "Dude, that was hilarious." So as soon as you get over that fear and get brave enough to start testing stuff out, like that's where I'm at right now, where I'm like excited to like try new shit out. And so I do think I have a little bit of the itch, and I'm going to try it a little more.
That's awesome. Yeah, I think Frankie and I agree that you'll both, like, obviously we're a little biased because we're fans of yours already, but I mean your wit and like you've already spoken on it, your ability to write and your wit, and I mean, even if it does get a little too dark, that's a perfect place for a comedy stand-up.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
No, I appreciate that, guys.
Play on word comics too. You know what I mean? Like you do so much play on words. Like I just said, Ben Quince. I knew you were gonna laugh at that just because you do Ben all Quince. That stuff, and I laugh at that stuff too. So it's like that stuff. I feel like that's kind of a new thing where people are gonna love that, dude. So I'm
as long as
I think you should do the news on stage, dude. That's how funny the news is. I started doing that shit on Stoolie Wednesday because it was the best.
So I credit all that to Kyle. Like homonyms, homophones. Like he trained his brain to just think of that immediately. As soon as somebody says a sentence, I can see him start doing that. So I started doing that too. And it kind of makes just daily conversation. I'm probably a nuisance to talk to outside of work because I still fucking do that. But it makes for like conversations. It makes them way more fun.
Yeah, it makes you pay attention more when people are speaking. It's active listening at its finest. You're doing it I completely agree. Yeah, I think we think that you'll be successful in that as long as you're not taking notes from memes or Hank.
Dude, yeah. So the Hank Laugh Factory, Hank did a show at the Laugh Factory the week we went out to Vegas, and he crushed. It was unbelievable. It was unbelievable how well he did. And then I was going to go to Hank's show in Vegas, and I fell down the fucking steps and thought I broke my arm, so I didn't go.
You still have the mark? You were talking about it.
I still have a bump, dude. I still have a pretty bad bump. So
took a nasty spill. Yeah, it was a great show. Frankie and I were there in attendance, but it was a great.
That had to have felt so long. That had to have felt so long. But I mean, that's like people. I mean, you got to see Disaster live. That's amazing.
Yeah, there's a reason we get called sickos and perverts, because we like to see you go up there and fucking fail. It's hilarious.
That's exactly right.
Yeah. And so outside of comedy, I don't know if we've touched on anus enough. So I mean, a new Untold story is this podcast. Jonathan. Yeah, right.
Thank you.
You speak of comedy, you have a team like Mook, KB, and then Rudy's also on the show. So how does that dynamic play? And is it something like when you guys started that show, was that the idea going forward? I can't remember if Rudy was on it to start or not, or
no, it was actually me, Kyle, and Jeff D. Lowe.
Oh, really?
Jeff D. Lowe was the producer. But then Jeff, of course, had the dozen and everything take off. So then we got Owen, who's just an intern for social, gambling social, and he didn't know how to produce. But that was the crew. We just like to be with guys we like to hang around with. And so like, it's ever evolving, ever changing. And now like we have this kid, Bobby Costa, who's on the Kirk Minahan show that runs like anus memes. He's in our group chat. We have, Blutman's younger brother, Luke, who sends us memes and makes our thumbnails now. So we have quite the crew being built. And so it's just like, It's great. So like Kyle and I would say would be like obviously like the main guys on the podcast, but like we're starting like Rudy's going to start like putting up his like gaming stuff, which is a blast, up on the anus rather than his personal now. So we're gonna have a lot more gaming stuff go up on there that me and Kyle will partake in, Mook will partake in, and we're gonna try to get a lot more Barstool guys to get on. We're not gonna do like serious gaming by any means, but just like independent games, like old games, nostalgia bait, shit like that.
Neil.fun, like you did with Rudy the other day.
Yeah, Infinite Craft, more stuff like
That's how
that.
I got you on here. I feel like that was amazing.
Yep. Yeah, you were right there. I saw the name. Couldn't ignore. Couldn't ignore.
I mean, it's not even just anus. So I'm looking through just a list of shows that you've done a ton at Barstool, especially just in a year. It's incredible what you've accomplished. I mean,
not 1 year. 1 year tomorrow.
Has it been a year yet? Oh yeah, I was gonna say
tomorrow. So it's, I started on a Monday.
Now, is there a favorite project you've done or something you're looking forward to in the future outside of a new Untold story?
So I think Shopping Network kind of counts as anus, right?
I had it in here. I guess, yeah, because it's the same.
So we started that. We're doing it a little bit more segmented this time, where we're like really trying to perfect every item. Because like last time, we would lock ourselves in a room for like 3 hours and just go, and there would be a lot of shit. So now we're just doing like one item a day, throwing it all together. We really want the return of that to be special and good. I really like Barstool versus America because that was like hang out with people I didn't know or hang out with for 2 fucking weeks. I'm excited for Rediscovering to come back the most, though. We shot the first scene of that last week in those hot tub boats in Chicago, and just being back with like Wonton, but now we're like super energized. And we're doing this ridiculous Chicago one that, you know, we're trying to get sales behind it again. So we're doing this Chicago one. It's going to be really off the wall, I think, really crazy. So I'm excited for Rediscovering to come back. Let's see.
I mean, I have them all here. Pro Football Show, Game Night,
Planet
Football.
Oh yeah,
shout out Planet Football.
Yo, can I get this on Barstool?
Oh yeah, damn, I forgot.
Murder Mystery was the new one.
Oh shit, yeah. I like saying yes to everything because one, it's a huge compliment to be asked on whatever the show is. And when I got the job, I was between this and another job, and not in content or anything. And I was just like, fuck it. I'm going to do this, and I'm just going to say yes to everything, get myself really uncomfortable because, you know, I'm like an anxious guy. I'm a nervous guy. I've never really been a social butterfly by any means, but I was just like, fuck it. I'm going to get out of my comfort zone. So I think I kind of just got hooked to saying yes. And you never know, like, I mean, Scumbag Golf, I got to play golf with fucking World of T-shirts, or like Barstool versus America. That was like shit I would never ever do. Like I'm afraid to fucking shit outside of my own apartment. So like being on an RV with like so many people, like it was fun. You know, it makes me, I think, a more interesting person by the end of it.
Oh yeah, and just building the list of
and
shit
backed up, obviously.
Yeah, very, very backed up. No, you have to shit smart. Like I would, like I've become a really
movie shit smart.
Oh, dude, I would love to just like do like a YouTube show for fellas that are afraid to shit. Like I have all the tips. I have all the tips.
I don't understand that fear. It's if
you can just blow it up.
Oh man, easy. You know, I don't have IBS, but I'm on the way or something. Because if there's a toilet nearby, I gotta break it in.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you're. But like, what about like, you're not afraid of like somebody shitting next to you?
No,
I'm afraid of. Oh, I can't do it, man.
Why? Because you think you're gonna fart too loud? That's why you're there to shit. You're taking care of business,
dude. Shitting's embarrassing. It stinks, and like the sounds you make, I just don't want to. I don't want to do it.
It's probably when you're like you're most what's the word I'm looking for? You know,
vulnerable.
Yeah, most vulnerable. Absolutely.
Yeah, like being walked in on shitting has to be like the least masculine thing ever.
Yeah, it's like when I guess this is a weird reference. I don't know if you're an Office fan or not, but when Jim walks in on the daycare guy in the office, and they don't get the spot. Yeah.
All right, I gotta say it. I bring it up all the time. My favorite Barstool story
Yep.
is Creed Bratton walking in on Nate taking a shit at the office.
There it is. Yeah.
Dude, imagine yourself as Creed Bratton in the office. You walk in on Nate taking a fucking shit.
You're walking on a white Kanye, just going to work.
And like, I want to know I might text Nate and just be like, what did you say when Creed Bratton walked in?
What's up, Creed? Big fan.
It's the funny.
Love
It
Creed
sounds
thoughts.
fake.
Especially if it's one of those things where it's like, you got the elbows dug in, you got marks on your knees from the elbows. Like if it's one of those, that's really tough.
Oh yeah, you're like really thinking. You're really pensive in there taking the shit.
Yeah, and then Creed Bratton walks in. It's like, I love the grassroots, man.
It sounds like those rumors me and Kyle make up. Like, yeah, did you hear Creed Bratton walked in on Nate taking a shit?
Yeah.
And like, that's
Yeah, absolutely. Fuck. I don't even know what got us.
Oh, I actually had that in my questions, dude. I actually put in here. I said half the stuff you
about
and
Nate
KB
taking a
say can't
shit?
be true.
yeah.
No, I
So
said half the stuff you and KB say can't be true. Which of the rumors have stuck the best? That's what I put.
Oh, there you go.
Danny Conrad fucking Ice Spice. We're just hooking up. He made out with her. Just because, like, why would we lie? Why would you make that up that he made out with her? And so like we say it a lot, and he had friends that like text him and like, dude, why didn't you tell us? That's one of my favorites. Let's see. I start a lot of like internal ones of like I think I said I caught somebody fucking Blattman once. I forget who. Kyle started Fran and Mintz being roommates, and then
Oh, that's right.
then
that one.
yeah,
Oh my
and then
God.
Tommy took it, and then we were fine with that because then Tommy got yelled at. What else? I tried to start.
She
I
wanted
tried
an
to start.
apology for that.
Big T can unicycle, and he does in the gym, but he won't let anybody film.
That's true though, right? I feel like I remember people saying that.
He's
Yeah.
never said any of these lies. Yeah, these are true.
There's a lot of Big T twerking at, I forget where he was twerking, but I caught, it wasn't me or Kyle that caught him, but somebody else caught Big T twerking, and they told us. It's just, and it's not even like for content. We just do it at the office. It's
I was
it's
just gonna
fun.
say, I haven't heard any of these ones that you're saying, so these are just
Oh, yeah.
great that you're just ripping these off just for you guys. It's so
Mhm.
funny.
We got to get a Photoshop guy and put Big T on a unicycle to prove this or something.
Well,
or just
no.
snap a pic if you can catch him.
I'll snap a pic tomorrow, but it's only like late after hours. Like he's probably just getting there.
Yeah, it's Jerry After Dark, but it's just Big T going in circles on a unicycle.
Apparently he's really good.
But I heard it was only
Love
if he
to
hits
see it.
10 in a row on the free throws because it's like his celebration or something stupid shit.
Yeah, exactly. He's golden at that though.
Yeah. Well,
Oh, good.
his showing wasn't the greatest for that.
Yeah. Well, I mean, you're comparing him to like him and Titus were on the same level, and Titus played
gonna say.
D1, and
Yeah.
Big T's just Big T's just
Oh,
an
played.
oaf.
Played's a touchy word. He was
He had a uniform.
yeah, exactly. Yep. He got caught hugging Greg Oden once.
That's it. Yeah, claim to fame.
Yeah. No, I'm a Buckeyes fan. I love Titus, and he dominated that stream. That's another thing that's great about Barstool. And like, I know you were there for the beginning of it. Like moments like that, they have to be kind of surreal, right? Like even like when on the outside looking in, when Jerry hits a hole in one, like being a part of like something that like another thing Brandon was saying is like Barstool is the platform, and when that shit happens, you guys are getting like millions of views on that, and you're a part of it. It's got to be a little surreal.
The really cool part to see is really like the group chats, right? So like the Yak group chat, or like, there's like just the most random group chats you could think of, just combined employees, and like they all are watching even if they're not there and going crazy. And it's awesome just to see like the support, but also just everybody getting so amped up and involved. Like even with the pro day, I think everybody we work with tweeted about the grilled cheese. And like the texts I had from the group chat of people saying like, oh my God, like they're like, it's nuts how people are just really committed and bought in. And like when something special like that's happening, even if you aren't directly involved, you're still like everybody's talking to each other. It's cool to see behind the scenes.
Yeah, so there's more camaraderie than we kind of see.
Yeah, you'd be shocked. Yeah.
That we
That
Barstool
grilled cheese
beef of the
clip,
week
though.
being a main segment for this show, that we enjoy the
Oh.
beefs, but camaraderie is, I mean,
Mhm.
I think everyone that's come on here spoke about how much that you guys actually like each other and don't hate each other, except you and
Yeah.
Brandon have your thing, but
Me and Brandon are on okay terms. You know, he's going to be really mad about the golf thing. Genuinely mad.
It's gonna be awesome. So I'm gonna have to clip that and put it out.
By all means.
Okay,
Yeah.
all right, making sure.
He's gonna be pissed
that's
too,
gonna be
because I
awesome.
know that he's gonna be wanting his numbers to be bigger than yours, and it's the next episode we're about to.
About to blow it
out.
and then he's going to credit it for, like, I don't know. He's going to say we have to talk about him to get the numbers. That's not true at all. You could censor him too. We could even censor the word Brandon.
Yeah, that'll be my next thing. I'm kind of learning as I go how to edit, so I'll learn how to throw a bleep in there for that, for every time we said that name.
There we go. Yeah.
I have in here interests of yours, like, and besides getting pussy, which you've gone over already in high school.
Yeah, that's super true.
I mean, just looking at your interest here, like Pokemon.
Did your girlfriend just walk in?
Big pussy
Jonathan's
getter.
the king of that.
Yeah. Pokemon cartoons, board games.
Mhm.
I have this is more of an interest of mine. The choose your own adventure blogs. I love them.
Oh yeah,
I don't know if you're ever going to go back to those, but I know
I definitely am.
Forever.
They take forever, and I also gatekeep them because I don't want anybody else to do them. But
okay,
because I have to code a little bit for that.
Okay.
So I have to go into there's like the blog view, but then you can go into the HTML and I code for that. And so I could teach somebody hypothetically, but it's kind of also a cheat code. Like every time you do a choice on those blogs, it's a new click on the blog.
Oh,
so
really?
just like, yeah. So like the average person, rather than getting one click of like a view on the blog, you get like 48.
Yeah.
And
so one person just going through it.
Yeah. Right. So I found a little loophole there, which I love to take advantage of. Yeah. I'll do those again. Like, it's just tough with like, a lot of planning, a lot of prep work goes into the stuff I do, but I really, there's no better feeling of whenever I have an idea for a blog, locking in for that. That's still like some of the most fun things. So whenever I have an idea for a choose your own adventure, I'll do that again.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to the next one.
Thank you.
Were you always a Pokemon guy?
Oh yeah. Since day one, early on, I was fucking obsessed.
Why were you just gazzing right there for a second? Sorry.
Me? I was.
No, he was just Kevin Garnett over there for a second. His light must have went out.
No, yeah, it does. I have it plugged in.
Oh, I thought gazzing. I thought that was a cool thing for orgasming. I thought you were calling it gazzing, and I was like, "That's sick. I want to steal that." But you meant gazzing as in blackface.
Yeah, I had her gazzing.
Oh,
bro, you should have seen her. She was
Gaz does both, man.
Yeah. That's good. Yeah.
But yeah, I was a Pokemon guy from the get-go. It was tough to like get cards in my part of town. Like the nearest mall was in Ohio. Didn't go very often, so I it was tough to get the cards, but I was obsessed with the show, obsessed with the game. And I think I have been since. Still play them, still buy the cards, but now more of like, instead of buying packs, I'll just buy like graded cards that I liked as a kid.
Are you in like Pokemon Go and all that? You're into that, right?
I've fallen off since I've moved to Chicago. Yeah, it's just I walk less, and it's just
I gotta admit something.
You're on or off?
No, I gotta admit something because we're talking Pokemon. I almost sent you a binder that my mom gave me of all my old Pokemon cards until I looked through it, and I'm pretty sure I have a first edition holographic Charizard in there. So
you would have had
that out, but I got plenty.
You would have had to have come and kill me if you did that on accident, because that's robbery. That's like, can't that be like 20K?
The guy in our Stoolies chat, that's a big Pokemon guy, said that if it was like a grade 10, it's like $30,000.
Yeah,
which I mean, it's not in the perfect condition, but it's in a little slip in a little binder thing. So
That's
I
a
don't know, I
nice
gotta take
find.
that to get that shit checked out, man. So
You absolutely
I got
do.
like
And if you,
Dragonite Japanese and stuff, man. I was like, I
that's
gotta send these
fucking.
to Clicky. These are I don't even know what this
I
is.
would have taken those in a heartbeat.
That's
Every
crazy.
time I get something valuable, like over COVID, I was like bored for like doing content. Everybody was going live on Instagram, and I did I cut the tag off of Princess Diana Beanie Baby for a blog that nobody read. But I went live on Instagram
That
for
seemed
like
like gold.
I went live on Instagram for like 75 people over COVID to just cut the tag off of Princess Diana Beanie Baby, and that was like Donnie. I had Wonton Don hop in and sing the national anthem beforehand. I had huge hedge clippers to cut it, and nobody watched. So if you sent me that, I would have to do part 2 of just ripping that or something.
Cutting it in half. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
It's funny. It's funny you bring up trying to send Nick stuff. When you were going through, you wanted 200 knives. That job I was doing in Missouri, I was selling knives. I literally, I think I sent, I forget who it was, DM, but I sent literally just showing my iPad. It was like, yeah, I have exactly 200. Let me know what you need. I got you figured out.
So I still love knives. I still buy knives. I had to like stop talking about it because I was getting so many knives sent to the office, and some of them were like a little sketchy. I got one with a big swastika on it.
What?
I got one with like a rebel
Jesus.
flag on it. We showed that one on an anus, the rebel flag
blood.
one.
Yeah.
Yeah. Kyle said it's pierced melanin before, and but like, and then the amount of times I was like traveling for work, and somebody would hand me a knife, and then I'd forget about it. I've had TSA probably take 4 to 5 knives from me. Which like because I was just getting so many that it was like I want 200 knives, but I can't get them all at once. But I met a knife guy here. He works at an army surplus, so I have a plug here.
There you go. And then, are you still gonna have it on like just a big wall of knives? Is that?
Yeah,
is that
I have a bucket. I have a bucket of knives downstairs right now, like just waiting to like hang them up. So the anus walls we have, you can see a little bit starting of the Maresh jersey wall, and then the other wall is going to be the knife wall.
that's fucking awesome.
Yeah, I was gonna say I could have sent you these expensive ass Pokemon cards, but instead I just threw you a custom Marest jersey at
Yes,
the
which
Dustin
is
tournament,
which is in transit back to Chicago with like we on the yak.
Oh,
we got like yeah, it'll be up.
I was gonna say that thing's definitely gone, and I was like, because I told TJ, I'm like, dude, it's on the floor right there. I'm like, just make sure Nick gets that before he leaves, and he's like, I'm gonna wear it. I was like, fuck yeah, wear it, dude.
Yeah, TJ put it in a box to get shipped back, so that like we got like those like I got like the DK Metcalf jersey or the DK Metcalf helmet, so that's in that same box whenever those are getting back to us. But that'll be up on the wall.
Yeah, that's awesome. You have the Maresh jersey wall, and then you'll have a knife wall. And I think those two things, if you're going for rustic beach, that's 1 and 2. That's A and B.
Oh,
Maresh jersey wall and knives. Yeah,
they complement themselves perfectly.
Yeah.
So it's just a really good feng shui we have. It's a really good feng shui we have going on.
Yeah.
I mean, speaking of good feng shui or however the fuck you say it, weird apartment is my next note. So
yeah,
what's that? Was that on purpose? Like, obviously you like the apartment, but you're like, nope, this is why I gotta have it because I can see whoever's in here.
Yeah, like so that's like a weird. Okay, so I have way too many fucking steps. It's like hold on. I don't know if you guys.
Oh my god!
And it's like it's really fucking tight, and I'm way up here. Yeah. So, like I have a weird fucking apartment. So like this is the platform. This is like that I'll watch people from down into the. But yeah, just wait. It's I don't know why I chose this. It's super inconvenient, man, and like just like even it's super inconvenient, and I didn't want to live near anybody, so I just chose a weird spot.
Yeah, you didn't want to be giving Big T head nods on the way to the gym.
That's my worst fucking nightmare.
Yeah, exactly. He's walking out with his unicycle, and you're like, oh,
yeah. It's just another late night, huh, T?
Oh man. Speaking of people at the office, who is Goose Ravenscroft?
Who's Goose Ravenscroft?
Am I allowed to know that?
Is that one of those burner accounts that tweet videos?
It's a yak burner. It's one of you guys because it's always videos that the yak posts. I feel like, but I followed it because I saw that You don't know? Okay, I thought
I
it was
have no
TJ
idea.
potentially, but
I have no idea. Is that like a character from a movie though? They always name them after like characters from movies.
oh, true. It
Is
must
Goose
be. I don't even
Tapka?
know. That must be like a Harry Potter thing, actually, or maybe that. I was thinking
The
Yeah,
only Goose I know is Top Gun.
Ravenscroft.
yeah. Shit,
I don't
I
know.
have no idea.
I mean, still talking about employees and stuff. How much do you miss Ronan Sass?
Oh, so fucking much, dude. So they're still in the Yak chat. I'm still in a bunch of chats with those guys. Every single day I miss them. Every single day I miss them. But you know, I understand why they stayed. They stayed for perfectly valid reasons, and they're doing just fine. So
Yeah,
I just you know, that was a iteration of the show that I look back at and miss fond, and I look back fondly.
I feel like Roan can still be done, or is it he's just committed to staying out there, even with Pat in Milwaukee
Yeah.
now?
Pat's in Milwaukee, but like his whole family is so close that and he's like established there.
Yeah,
Yeah, and he has enough on his plate now to like, could he even do the Yak? Could he even commit to a daily show with everything on his plate right now?
Yeah, that's fair. That's fair.
Yeah,
He's
true.
Frankie said you're his white. Well, Roan would be mine. Like that
Oh, yeah.
guy, the talent level. Man.
I'll
It's
tell-
kind of like what you do. In like what looking at you like from the outside, is like this guy's creative. He's funny. Like on his toes at all time, quick witted. Like Roan is, you know.
Roan is like my idol, and like, dude, like when I first started, like he was so supportive, so nice, but also so fucking intimidating, dude. And still, like, I want to impress the fuck out of Roan. That's the only reason I work hard is to impress Roan.
Yeah, just Roan.
Yeah,
That
Dude,
makes sense.
when Ryan was like almost dying at the roulette table that night, Roan was the one that literally sternal rubbed him and like saved him, and then
Yeah.
I was just there comforting Ryan the entire time, just being like, oh, Roan's gonna think this is good, Roan's gonna like this, Roan's gonna think I'm a good guy. Like it was just like I was like, I just want to make sure I'm here for Ryan, and it's because Roan is here too. Like I feel like I fully understand what you mean by that.
dude. Yeah, it's I just all I want to do is impress him. And then we'll like go up to a restaurant. And he'll order something. I'll be like, what is that? And he'll be like, I don't know. I've never had it. I'm like, oh, you're so fucking cool, dude. Like it's everything, man.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that makes sense. Have you enjoyed the move to Chicago?
Yeah, it was the best decision I've made work wise for sure. Like everything's like the creative. It's really easy to be creative here. We have a lot of toys. It's like it's a nice luxury for sure. I miss the energy of New York. I miss the ease of something. New York was hard and easy kind of at the same time. So like, you know, studio apartment. But it was nice. I was right above a bodega, so I could walk down, grab anything I want. I could walk anywhere. If there was something I wanted, I could walk and get it. Here, it's a little bit tougher to get around because I don't have a car yet. Because I don't have a fucking license because I lived in New York for so long. I have to retake my test. Going to fail that. I'm going to try to turn it into content though. I might have shades each made.
You have to do both the written portion and you have to do the
Sure do.
Yeah.
Sure do.
Yeah, that written portion was a pain in the ass when I was 16. I can imagine.
Failed it 3 times. So, but like Chicago, people are so nice. Of course, work has been awesome. The office is super cool. The food here is really good. So like I would be happy in either city, really, personally, but work wise, I'm happy I made the move.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, where else can you go in for work and just get a bag of popcorn and then, you know, go sit down and talk with your friends? Like that's fucking sick. The popcorn machine's such an upgrade. And then the same day as the wrestling match.
Shout out Cliff DiMartino.
Big shout out, the biggest plug in the world, dude. He knows them all. He knows everything.
Yeah, he was the one that got us to Chicago the first time that we went.
Oh, hell yeah.
Originated
he almost sent me a brand new, not a brand new, but he just almost sent me a computer so that I could do this interview and not have it mess up because I thought it was my computer at first.
Dude,
and I'm like, Cliff, please, dude. I'm like, you are the nicest human being ever. He's like, I'm a karma guy. I'm like, dude, you should get all the good karma. Like, seriously.
He set up the internet in the new office. Like, it's crazy to think that like he knows everything about Barstool. He's always reaching out. He's always doing shit. I'm like, oh, this guy has to have no job. No, he's like pretty fucking successful. So that's like, I don't know where he finds the time. He has to ignore his wife or something, right?
Well, he says that no kids, no kids.
Yeah,
there it is.
He's a dink.
He's a dink, like Doug's next door neighbor. Yeah,
yeah, exactly.
That's right.
Yeah.
I know Frankie's got something prepared a game.
Oh yeah,
for you.
yeah. You have a game?
Yeah. I was going to lead that in when we were talking about play on words because it is it's kind of a hybrid game. Jonathan, were you about to say something? I'm sorry.
No, you're good. You're good.
So I started out and I was like, all right, I'm going to make this game where I take emojis and you got to tell me who the character is based off of the emojis.
Okay.
Did that for a couple people, thought it was funny. But then started hearing you guys went on for a while this past anus on the play on words of different famous people. So I went ahead and did half of the game is the emojis and half of the game is that. So
okay, I'm really excited for this. Okay, I'm really excited for this. I might be dog shit.
All right. So, like I said, the beginning of this game, you will have to tell me who these people are based off of the emojis. So, female athlete. This is an easy one.
Come on now. Yeah, come on now. That's B-Ham. That's B-Ham. Mm-hmm.
Oh,
that's her. And there.
Oh my god!
And there's the shark
coming back for seconds. Coming back for.
All right, here we go. A little harder. Former Barstool employee.
That's LG, man. That's LG. little too tipsy off the Pinot. Yep.
All right. Next one. This should be pretty easy.
Wait, is that just a real emoji? Is that edited at all? That's Mook. Hell yeah.
I love that.
Okay, this is the harder one, which I don't even know why I picked this, but I guess let's see.
So okay. Okay. Hold on. Okay. So it's it's okay, wait.
The first thing I thought was Buckshot. I was like, why are we talking about Kate's kid? Is already an athlete.
Right, is a Buckshot.
So the first thing is what the person is doing, and the last thing is you got to kind of just go in order there.
Oh, that's Hunter Dickens' son. You're disgusting. You're a real sick fuck.
That was so funny.
All right.
Jesus Christ.
All right, so drinking and pregnant. Is that Kate? Wait, so it's a fat it's Dana Beers. Fat man that looks pregnant filming being yeah. Oh, that's a slim picture of him too.
Oh,
yeah, I photoshopped it.
Yeah.
All right.
That's obviously Kyle. That's obviously Kyle. Yep. He's also much bigger. Him and Dana both bigger.
All right. So because KB was the last one, we're gonna move right into the game that he likes to do, which is the play on words here. So first one of this. It's an athlete, a neo-Nazi that was abandoned by his parents.
Okay. A neo-Nazi that was abandoned by his parents. An athlete. Okay. Oh, that's Arian Foster.
I was gonna say.
There we go.
We're taking long on that one. I was like, shit, this might be really hard.
Yeah, I was trying to think of whose last name was fucking Orphan.
All right, an actress. So Disney's Frozen co-star from New York is missing an upper limb and backside.
Okay.
Who the fuck was the co-star in Frozen?
Well, it's not Elsa.
It's Anna.
Okay.
From New York.
Yeah.
So it's
good.
De Armas.
There you go. Yeah.
There we go. Okay. Nice photo.
De Armas.
A nice photo.
Wood.
Yes.
You're crazy for that.
Yeah, I know. I'm stepping out on a limb here. I want to make sure everyone knows.
Ooh.
All right, actor. This Ninja Turtle got his head chopped off in Brazil.
Okay.
I never get celebrity mashups.
Oh, Leonardo DiCaprio.
Okay.
Very good. Very good.
Nice, Frankie.
That was a really good one. Holy shit.
Yeah, that one, I like that
DiCaprio
one a
is
lot. I added that
really
one.
clever. Fuck yeah.
I added that one literally like just an hour ago or so. Like I am proud of that one for sure.
Yeah,
I
that one
think you
is.
might like the other ones too, though. I took some time on these. I'll tell you.
Okay, yeah. Dude, it's fun to do.
All right, politician. Beyonce's boobs are almost Bin Laden.
Okay.
This one's so hard, dude. This is ridiculous. This is one Kyle should
Are
like.
almost Bin Laden.
What makes you almost Bin Laden?
Okay. Beyonce's
Think about his
boobs.
name, I guess, is what I'm thinking of more. What would you call Beyonce's boobs? Or what would you call them?
I'd call them barracks. I know what this is. That's Barack Obama.
Barack Obama.
Yeah.
All right.
Oh, Beyonce's boobs? You mean her barracks? Her
Her
who
B-Rack?
doesn't know him as that?
Oh yeah, that's what we'd all call them.
Leonardo DiCaprio.
Nice.
Oh no.
Thank you.
You got me on that one.
Oh
Yeah, I
no.
did. That was easy.
Shit. I think I must have. Oh no, I must have forgot one. Shoot, I'll have to just say it out loud. I hopefully
Say it
the
out
good
loud.
one. This is
Yeah,
the
say it out
last
loud.
one I have on. All right, I'll say
Okay.
the one that I was supposed to do was supposed to be not a man who speaks like a baby.
That's Lady Gaga.
There you
There
go.
you go. Very
Yeah.
good. That was an easy
Hell
one.
yeah. Dude, these are fun.
All right,
This
last
is
one, I
Good
believe.
job, Frankie.
Oh yeah, this is my favorite one. A person who steals from a bank is the son of a man with a syndrome.
That's you're a bad guy. This is Robert Downey Jr. You're a real bad man.
I'm not gonna lie, my brain
Nick
just
and
starts
Son.
working like Nick and KB's now. It's just kind of weird.
Dude, it's dangerous.
The
You're
second
about
he
you're,
said like I just started thinking like that.
yeah, it's like it's a flip of a switch.
Yeah, sorry.
Oh man. That was fun,
Dick-
boys.
Yeah, Dick and Son took me out there. That was
That
from Frankie.
Making that, I was like, dude.
what? 3, Frankie? Right? 2, 3.
No,
Yeah.
2, but yeah, my son's birthday is literally today too. So
Oh hell yeah! Happy birthday to son.
birthday.
You had to make that. Oh, oh,
Yeah,
oh
dude.
man.
I don't know. I enjoyed that though. I'm glad I did.
Yeah, that was fun.
Thank you for
Thank
that.
you for
That was good.
doing that.
Um,
You got anything else, boys?
I have. So when you look up Nick Turani and you get the blog page on Barstool, this was your description. I want to see if it's still accurate. Unique guy who loves absorbing different types of media, purchasing various products, and consuming meals.
Yeah, man. It's as unique as it comes.
Photoshop hobbyist, West Virginia native, and coincidentally went to the same school as KB. Currently
Yes.
searching for a nickname. Does that still stand, or have we got it with Clicky?
So I had to do that before my first day at Barstool, and so I didn't even know what to do. And so I,
364 days ago. That's crazy.
yeah, dude. So that's a year old, just about. Let's see. I'm probably not a Photoshop enthusiast anymore. Coincidentally, did still go to the same school as Kyle.
Okay.
And from the same hometown. Yeah, I guess I'm still a West Virginia native. So yeah, that still rings true. I like meals. Did I say I like meals?
You absorb different types of media. You purchase
Sure,
products, and you consume meals.
Yeah, those are the big three really for me. That makes me me, dude.
Yeah, you would have been Nick Turani without consuming meals.
Dude, find one other fucking person that has all three.
Yeah, it's tough. It's tough. I know a lot of people just watch SportsCenter. Fucking weirdos.
Weirdos,
You
man.
gotta have different types.
Mhm.
I
Damn, I forgot that was my bio. That's crazy.
Yeah, I read it. I was like, this is a man who needs a nickname. That's Nick Turani. He's a man who needs a nickname.
I had Nicky Clicky interview, and he's like, no, I gotta ask this question. Put Nick Turani. I was like, all right, let's do it.
Yeah, that's perfectly fine. I don't personally call myself that. I'm just very lucky my name rhymes with that.
I hope not.
Yeah. What's up? I'm Clicky. No, good God.
Yeah, it's like walking around saying, "What's up?" I'm Mook. Like the same shit. Like
Yeah, you can't be doing that.
Oh, hey, but before we end it, I was gonna have this in the initial day.
Oh,
we
you
were
didn't
doing
have
it.
it?
I had it.
Damn
No,
it.
I had it on my chair. I forgot to put it back.
Go Steelers, by the way.
We were gonna do a jump.
yeah.
We were gonna do a jump scare.
I just want to.
Oh no. Oh, hell no. Hell no. Hold on. I want to go see if I can find the not gay shirt. They
Okay, perfect.
all right,
This was ever
we
left
have
up by accident, bro.
we have the prototype.
Oh yes.
Okay.
We will
Okay, I just sent you my address.
That's the final.
Yep.
Right?
Yes.
That was not gay, and then it got pretty gay. But
Yeah, we lost the knot. But yeah, I'll send the one prototype to you. I wouldn't recommend washing it. Might just peel off.
Do you recommend
the first
wearing it?
You probably can't, man. You probably can't.
I mean, if you're trying to send a message, like,
You're right. I'm
Yeah.
pretty gay.
yeah.
Wear it on April Fools.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
That's perfect.
No, I appreciate you boys doing all this for me.
Dude, I mean, it's surreal for us to have, like, I mean, being fans of the Yak,
Seriously.
of Barstool, of PMT, all the stuff that you've contributed to, like, just for like,
thank you.
know, a couple of fucking, weirdo stoolies like us who just love to consume it. No, I mean, I'm having you on the show it's awesome, and I appreciate you taking time and giving back to the fans a little bit, because we are huge fans, and going forward, obviously it's staying the same. But yeah, thanks a lot, Nick. This was a blast, man.
No, and being asked to come on and like having such good questions in the games is a huge compliment. So I really appreciate you guys.
Yeah, absolutely. Frankie, your white whale, any closing remarks?
No, yeah, I was gonna say, if we're being gay, I mean, when you started
No.
following me, I screenshotted it and saved it in my photo album. So
cut
gay,
this,
I think,
cut
so.
this. Scrap the whole fucking interview.
It's over. That's it.
Dude, I can't send you this fucking shirt.
It's the Barstool Breakdown. Go ahead and give it to me. Breakdown. Let's listen to those guys.